Hey all, welcome back to the channel. And today we go a little bit off the beaten path when we look at this thing. Is it a star? Is it a planet? Is it a ball? Maybe it's an egg. We're gonna find out in the latest GotBot True review. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, your most humble of hosts, Dennis Moulton, aka GotBot. As always, please like, comment, share, of course subscribe, and while you're at it, baby, light them up. And hit that notification bell, please. It helps me out a ton. It lets you know when content of all sorts goes up here on the channel. Check out Machinery of Man, The Everything Factor, Transformers, Collectors NL, the Autobot Family, Transformers vs. G.I. Joe vs. DC Universe vs. Marvel, and have a look for me everywhere across social media. While you're at it, why not check out our Patreon and see what we offer to you through Teespring, and all those links are down in the description because I know it's a mouthful. And this is definitely an example of more than meets the eye. It was sent to me by a good friend of the channel, a non-metal, and I had no idea what this was. It's been mistaken for other things, and honestly, it's been re-released as an egg. Kinda. Sorta. I know I'm sorta going all over the page. Maybe the best thing to do is to take a closer look at this. Head over to the table, get into all the details when we take a closer look at this guy. And here, of course, we have a closer look at the little chromed out sphere. It rolls quite nicely. There's a little hole over on this side and a little hole over on this side where you could put a couple of accessories that came with this guy, and there was a base. He's been mistaken even by Starscream Wife as a Bakugan. I don't even know what a Bakugan is. That's after my time. He's actually from the Micro Change line, and Micro Change was a subline of Micro Man in the early 80s in Japan. And a lot of those molds became characters that we know and love in Transformers. For example, Micross became Frenzy and Rumble, and Enemy for that matter. Jaguar became like Howlback and Stripes, and of course Ravage. And we had Condor, who became Buzzsaw and Sunder, and Laserbeak. And we had the Penny Racers, and we had Setman, who became Soundwave. And we had the... oh, what was his name? I can't remember, the one that became Megatron, whatever his name was. But I don't think many people remember quite this guy, certainly not as a Transformer. This would be MC-16 Metal Hawk, and he came in two variants, a chrome gold with black accessories, and then a chrome silver with red accessories. This, to me, looks like chrome silver. Apparently the chrome silver was way more rare. This was gifted to me by non-metal. Did he gift me the rare one? That's what it would look like. There's a Decepticon symbol on this guy. That was put on by non-metal, not me. Now here's where it gets interesting. Some of you might say, wait, I do know that little sphere. I have a red version of it, or I have a purple version of it, or I have kind of a translucent plastic version of it. And indeed you might, because this mold was used in the Beast Wars era as Egg Beast. I kid you not. And the red version was a Maximal named Eggbird, and the purple version was a Maximal named... sorry, it was a Predacon named Dark Eggbird. And then in KISS players, there was kind of a clearish version that was named, I think, Zangetsu, but I could be saying that wrong. Now here's the thing. In truth, his alt mode is supposed to be indicative of his true master's alt mode, because both Eggbird and Dark Eggbird were sleeper agents for... that's right, say it with me now, Unicron. So this is actually one of the harbingers of Unicron, and if you've been watching Universal Collision, this guy would actually fit right in with Unicron's amassing army that is being built with his generals and all that. So if you don't know Universal Collision, man, go and check it out. So this rolls as it is. It's supposed to have a stand. You know, it is what it is. It does naturally convert, transform, and it's pretty easy the way that it's done, really, for the most part. I want to be delicate with it now because it is older, of course. We pull that out and straight out to the side, and we do the same over on this side. It does have a couple of little pegs to peg in. Then we straighten out his, let's say, his tail feather, and his head is all kind of there. His head is all kind of like folded in underneath there. You take it up, you fold it out. There is definitely die cast hair. I want to say in kind of in the body-ish. We're not done yet though. The wing pieces here have parts that are supposed to come out. It's just, with me, I find I need to try and remember exactly how it is there that I pulled them out. That piece comes out. Over on the other side, we do the same thing. There is a little notch there to put your finger in, kind of like a little hollow section, so they come out. And then down underneath, his feet that we will pull down are also die cast metal for this guy. And really, put that up. In the end, here we have Metal Hawk in all of his robot glory. By the way, he's supposed to be solid chrome. You'll notice the red eyes were custom added by non-metal. And since he does bear a striking resemblance to Laserbeak, I thought that I'd show him with Siege Soundwave. Why not? Just to give you a size comparison. I threw in a Legends class offering over there as well, because this guy's basically the size of a Legends. Why not throw in Swerve? You know, not for any other reason. He was just the one that was kicking around. How often do you see Swerve? But it's kind of cool, actually. So I had intended to add this guy to my Decepticon ranks as just another minion of Soundwave, but since he's a harbinger of Unicron, it seems more likely that I'll kind of pair him with one Studio Cell when he finally does arrive. So what about grades for the guy? Well, he's kind of fantastic. In terms of the coloring, he's chromed all over. He looks extremely metallic. I'm not usually a chrome guy, but you know what? The chrome on him has lasted these 30, 40 years. I think it's going to last and be just fine. So I'm going to give it a 10. It looks pretty fantastic on him, even if I did mistake him for movie Laserbeak. The transformation, there's a lot of moving parts. It's kind of interesting the way it all folds up and unfurls. Not overly complicated, not needlessly overly engineered. It's just logical. There's a lot of intuitiveness to it. 10. In terms of the articulation for the guy, well, his little bird feet are individually articulated. His tail feathers can bend in and up and down. His head can bend up and down, and the head actually bends like up and down as well. Too bad there's no left and right. The wings can go all the way up. They can go all the way down. These pieces can go in and out. Like, come on, man. You know, look at the time that this came out. We're talking like early 80s. You know, this was before Transformers. For the time especially, I mean, this can rival things from today. For the time especially, it's a 10 for the time. For now, it might be an 8, but you know what? I'm going to say it's 10. Overall, the score for this is a 10. It was and is fantastic. Whether you have the like Beast Egg version, or the Dark Beast Egg version, or this version, or the gold version, I think it's fantastic to add to your collection if you get the opportunity to do so. But you might want to keep in mind that by rights, fiction-wise, he's more a harbinger to Unicron than he is a servant to the Predacons, or the Maximals, or the Autobots, or the Decepticons. He's definitely his own bird. And here we are once again, and I can't help but feel like the movie version of Laserbeak was really a nod back to this guy, because there's so many comparisons. As soon as Starscream Wife and I saw this, we immediately said it's some version of movie Laserbeak. But it's definitely not, as you know now. It's even stranger that it became a beast egg, an egg beast. I don't know. He turns into a ball, and he's chrome, and he is a very dangerous looking bird. I love the head sculpt. I love the beak of this hawk. I really appreciate that the eyes were picked out in red by non-metal, and I'm sure that this is the rarer version, so I'm extra thankful for that. Honestly, as old as this is, it stands up against any modern iteration of any of these sort of like beast formers. It's as good as anything, if not better than some, and I'm very, very happy to add this to my collection. It's definitely a little, you know, outside the realm because it came before Transformers, but it's also definitely in the realm since it's been used for Transformers. Really a bit of a weird one. Anyway, let me know what you think about this guy. Let me know what you think about this mold, if you've ever experienced any of the other uses of it. You know I love to hear from you guys. I appreciate you coming by. Give me some of your extremely valuable time. I do know how important it is to you. If you're in a position to help the channel to grow, don't forget that there is a donate link down in the description. You can check us out on Patreon, see what we offer to you through Teespring. Please hit the subscribe button, stick around, have some fun with us, man. Don't forget, somehow, someway, each and every single day, you do make a difference. And I look forward, baby, to the next time that you and I get together to have another visit, either in the live streams on Thursday nights at the stop motion premieres, or the old-fashioned way right here inside the videos.